Presley's pretty much took it head on and, you know, like, cancer's not going to beat me. I'm going to beat cancer.
After a standout freshman season last year,
it was good. I had a good year.
Glen Rose's Presley Clarity was poised for bigger things in 2026. But in February, everything was put on pause.
I noticed a lump in my neck area, and I went and got it checked out.
After multiple doctor's appointments and tests, Clarity was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma less than a month before her team's first game of the season.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got so many things running through your head, you know, what's going to happen and where's this going to end up at, and it was tough.
One of the oncologists come in and told her, you know, she couldn't go to school, she couldn't play sports. It was heartbreaking for her.
What's followed in the months since is Clarity taking the fight head on.
How do you think it's affected you the past few months you've been diagnosed?
It's made me stronger. I feel like I've handled it very well, and I feel like I can do a lot of stuff.
Yet the hardest part, she says,
not being able to play softball.
But on good days,
she just has to take it one day at a time, and when she feels well, then she can get out there and toss into the net.
The 16-year-old still gets to do what she loves. And a recent post by Clarity on X that reached 80,000 views shows that softball is what keeps her going.
I feel like softball has made me into that person of being strong, because that's the role you have to play on the mound.
On the mound, you face a lot of adversity and pressure, so I think that has probably helped this in her part of life, what she's dealing with right now.
Yet her ultimate motivation?
I think just the end of this, because I know there's an end to it. It's going to feel great, and I feel like I'm going to come back much stronger.
In Glen Rose, Nick Luttrell, THV11 Sports. This is Christian Stutz.
I've been coming here for about a few months. It's been very helpful.
Stutz is new to MMA fighting and new to the gym in BB called These Hands MMA, but he already has his sights set high.
I want to be very good at grappling and striking. I want to be good at it all. I want to be a really good MMA fighter.
But the 20-year-old has a hurdle unlike many.
Yeah, I've had visual impairment my whole life. The good thing about it is that when it's something you have your whole life, you learn how to deal with it.
And the BB native has dealt with it by doing something he clearly loves.
He got dropped off and just walked in and asked if we would train him and work with him, and I was like, yeah, you know. And the plan was, we noticed that he had previous wrestling experience from school, so we thought we'd get him in some grappling tournaments and stuff like that. Well, he started wanting to spar and everything else, and we didn't hold him back.
Kind of paint the picture of what you see.
If we were boxing or something, and if I was coming in and you were throwing, if I was close to you, and if I could parry or boom, I can have a good sense of where you are, and I'll just try to hit you.
Just months after starting the MMA training program, Stutz entered his first competition.
Against some people's decisions, we went ahead and let him do a kickboxing match.
And the results?
First round TKO, you know, like, it don't get no better than that.
Stutz shocked the room, winning the match and getting a medal to show for it. But the path to get to that moment wasn't so easy.
It took me an insane amount of time to learn longer than your normal average person would. Like, you can see a move and you can get it down just like that, but for me, I had to go through it a whole different way.
Yet the whole different way to go about things has made Stutz shine.
We use him as a role model to how everybody else should be, you know, as far as their work ethic and everything, and he's kind of like setting a standard of what to be here.
One of the coaches here, Coach Eileen, she says, we can give you the tools, but it's up to you to use them, and that's what I kind of go for.
And it's no doubt that Stutz is using his tools to do what he loves. And his message to the people in his shoes?
You can do anything that you want to do. You just got to keep going. That's really it.
There seems to be no mountain too big, no hill too steep to slow down Christian Stutz. And you don't always have to see it to believe it. In BB, Nick Luttrell, THV11 Sports. Billy Fryer loves golf. But getting back to the game he loves wasn't easy. Nearly 26 years ago, a car accident left Billy paralyzed from the chest down.
It completely changed everything in a moment, in an instant.
I thought golf was kind of out of the question after I, become paralyzed. I didn't really know what to expect.
But then a few years later, while helping his son learn how to golf, Billy decided to take a swing.
And I said, let me have your club. And I hit a ball, and that sound went off that every driver, every person wants to hear. I'm like, oh. So then I was like, all right, I got to go. And went inside, and I got on my computer, started doing research of adaptive golf, disabled golf, handicap golf.
The Bigelow native quickly realized his disability wouldn't keep him from doing what he loved and doing it well.
So we made the USA team, I think, 3 times now since 2018. We traveled all over the world. We competed in Scotland, Hawaii, Canada to Mexico, New York to California. We've been all over.
And with the support of his wife, Gina, golf became more than just competition.
We wanted to show people that you can still have a very beautiful and full life, that you can travel, that you can be happy, that you can be positive, that you can go and do whatever it is.
We could start inviting people to these tournaments and start growing them. And we went from 3 people at a tournament to 7 people at a tournament to 10 people at a tournament. And now there's probably 60 people that play competitively from a cart.
And if you spend even a few minutes around Billy,
if this goes in, you got to buy me a drink. Hit something, jump straight up there, you see it? Life story, just a little bit short. Take the par, take 18 par, sign the card, be gone.
It's easy to see why so many are inspired.
Let's go.
Next week, Billy will play in his biggest tournament of the season.
So you're one of the top 96 golfers in the world to qualify to get to go here.
The USGA Adaptive Open. But for he and his wife,
kind of like that,
they've already won something much bigger.
But it's getting out there and showing people that you can do it, and there is a possibility to be on a huge platform like we're about to go to is big.
God gave us this platform and this testimony, and we want to use that just to inspire and encourage and show people that you can do whatever it is that you set your mind to.
In the wake of the tragedy, we had the opportunity to see just how mature they were, how resilient they were.
They say tragedy often brings people together. That's certainly the case for Morrilton basketball. In the middle of the season, the team lost junior guard C.J. Clemens, who passed away in a car accident. The day after his death, Morrilton chose to play in their game for C.J.
It was tough, but Coach Zach gave us a choice, and we had all day to think about it. But me and the guys, we were like, nah, we gonna play. CJ wanted to sit here and just cry about it all day. He wants to go hoop, so we were like, yeah, we gonna go play. So when I there played, we won.
And when they did, in dramatic fashion, via a last-minute layup from the man you just saw, Isaiah Templeton. After that, the Devil Dogs rattled off 5 wins in a row and added on a conference title, all with CJ on their minds.
You can see him, some of the things that CJ would make hilarious, they're still doing it. So they keep his presence felt for sure.
Him just being in our presence has made everybody better, everybody tougher. Because CJ was a dog, so we all try to be a dog with CJ.
Be serious, be locked in, all that, but also have fun while you're doing it too. So, and that's what CJ always did. He always had fun, always laughing and smiling. So we try to do that, just carry on the energy that he brought to us.
And that energy has pushed Morrilton all the way into the state championship game, with the whole town and beyond cheering them on.
It's crazy support. Like Coach said, they love to come watch winners, and we started winning, and overall it brought the whole city of Morrilton together. And so when they started calling us to support, it just made us play even harder.
The Devil Dogs will take on Mills in the 4A title game Friday at 1:30. In Morrilton, Nick Luttrell, THV11 Sports.
The moment you see him play, I think the first instinct a lot of people have is, okay, he's the real deal.
Oh my goodness, look out! Rack attack! J.J. Andrews, goodness.
But what was your first impression of him?
Yeah, the first impression of him was, all right, the hype is real.
Future Razorback and current Little Rock Christian star J.J. Andrews is the real deal, and perhaps one of the most decorated players in the state's history.
Let's talk about your personal accolades. #1 player in the state, Gatorade Player of the Year, 2-time state champion, McDonald's All-American, 2-time Peach Jam champion, EYBL MVP, you've scored over 2,000 points in your career. What comes to mind when I say all those, and those are just a few of them, all those accolades that you've achieved as a basketball player?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a testament to my hard work. Of course, everybody as a kid, you know, they have dreams of, make it to the NBA and, getting all those high school accolades. And I'm just doing things that I feel can help the team win. The accolades come with it.
After back-to-back state titles his freshman and sophomore year, a quarterfinal exit his junior year, this year Andrews was poised for more. But his senior year hasn't come without obstacles.
Tell me about what you remember about that game, playing at Fayetteville, December 5th. What happened? What was that moment like?
Man, that was scary. The last thing I remember on that play was stealing the ball, went up for, I stole the ball and I was just running really fast and then it just went dark. I don't remember going up for the dunk or anything.
Immediately from my vantage point, I knew that he had hit his head. And so as you're running down there, the thoughts, you're thinking, okay, concussion, talking to him as you get there. Then you quickly realize when you're looking over him that he's not responsive. He's not answering questions, his eyes aren't open, and this is serious.
For about 10 minutes, Andrews laid on the court unresponsive. And then,
after I finally came to conscious and seen everybody around me, I was just confused. I just heard voices around me. And, being in the back of the ambulance and, sorry, it's tough, but, just hearing my mom beside me and her being there and holding my hand, I didn't understand what was happening. I kept asking my mom, what happened and why did it happen?
Andrews was taken to the hospital and diagnosed with a concussion and a broken wrist. The injury was something he called the hardest thing he'd ever been through.
I had to do different things to get my focus back in my eyes as well. Had to do different walking things to gain my, balance and my agility back.
What's it been like for you personally to watch him now recover from that?
And in typical JJ fashion, once he was cleared from his concussion, he was in here sprinting, and even before he could shoot, he was running, he was lifting, he was doing all the things. You could tell by the way he was working that this moment was going to turn into a positive for him and not a negative.
And sure enough, 6 weeks after the injury, Andrews returned to the court. And per usual, JJ had a smile on his face, an infectious smile that never seems to go away.
Yes!
It's a smile and a laugh that this summer will head to Fayetteville to play for the Razorbacks, the same university that his dad, Sean Andrews, called home 25 years ago. But even with the highlight plays, the accolades, the dad who played in the NFL, Andrews wants his legacy to be something greater.
And then lastly, whenever your time is done here or at the Razorbacks or even in the NBA, what do you want people to remember you for?
Just a great person, just a person that, no matter where I go, no matter what accolades I have, that I'm always going to be a solid person. And I'm going to take care of the people that I love and, always make sure I give back and just a genuine person that you can enjoy being around.
In Little Rock, Nick Luttrell, THV11 Sports.